Hello retouchers, you're welcome to my channel once again. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how I retouch this amazing picture right here. From this, as you can see guys, this is the before, okay, to this, okay. I will show you guys step by step on how I transform this picture. As you can see, there is no skin pores, there is no freckles, okay. I will show you how I transform the picture to this, okay, building artificial freckles and skin pores and making it look realistic, okay. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so you get notified anytime I drop another video, okay. So take your laptop, take your chair, take your mouse or your pen, sit. Let's take this picture one step by step, okay. So you will really pick it step by step, pick the details on how I transform this amazing picture right here, okay. So guys, I don't have copyright of this picture, okay. Big shout out to the photographer, okay. I'm using this picture for the sake of this tutorial, okay. So now let's get into the tutorial. Okay guys, so this is the raw picture right here. So the first thing to do here in this picture, I'm going to clean this picture up a little, okay. So I'm going to do some cleaning here, and to do that I will create a new layer above the picture, okay. So now I'll pick my spot healing brush, okay. My hardness is 100, okay. Then I'll make my sample all layers active up here, okay. So remember there are many ways to do that, okay, but for the sake of this tutorial I'll be using this pattern. So let me pick those things that I don't want from the picture. Let me pick them out first before we start retouching. So guys, if you are watching this tutorial and you haven't subscribed to this channel, please support my channel by subscribing, okay. So it motivates me to drop more videos, guys. So let's clean this picture. Guys, I hope you are not in a hurry, okay, because everything we are doing here is step by step this way, okay. We'll be taking it step by step. And this my all-in-one retouching presets here. If you haven't downloaded the presets, you can check my channel description, okay. So you can get the presets, okay. Go and get the preset because we'll be working with this preset, and this preset is all in one preset. It contains everything you need. It will make your workflow faster and easier, okay. So if you are a retoucher, you need it. Editor, you need it. Graphic designer, you need this all in one preset, okay. It contains everything, okay. So let's continue our cleaning. Okay, so right here, to fix this accurate, we are going to make use of clone stamp tool, okay. So we have switched the tool to clone stamp tool, okay. Then let's pick our pen tool, okay. So we use the pen tool and mark the place we want the head to stop. Okay, so you right click and make a selection, okay. So I'm putting the fader 3, okay. So as you can see now, let's pick our clone stamp tool. Let's select inverse. Okay, so pick a clone stamp tool and we sample from the good side and paint here. So our clone stamp tool is drawing enough line. Let's drop the hardness to 0. Okay, so we go again. Okay, now this way is nice. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm picking from the good side of the skin. To pick, you click your alternative and left click your mouse and pick. Okay. So guys, when you're doing something like this, if you if you're working on a picture that is similar to this picture and you're doing something like this, please take your time. Okay. So you have to take your time. It's not something you do in a hurry. Oh, let's go all layers. As you can see, it's not looking fine already, but we'll fix it with retouching. Okay. Okay, as you can see, this is before and after. You see that we've done a whole lot of work before, after. Okay, so let's merge it here. Okay, so let's take this image to Lookify. Okay, so here in Lookify, we are making use of the forward warp tool. Okay, I want to push this back here. Remember, this is beauty picture. You really need to, when you are working on beauty picture, you really need to pay attention to details. It's not that you are changing the picture to look like a different person, but you are just beautifying the picture more. So you really need to pay attention to details. Okay, so go to the phase two. Okay, click OK. Okay, so right now we will start the retouch right now. Okay, so now we'll be retouching this picture with the frequency separation here. In this my all-in-one pack, the first frequency separation there. Okay, so I click on it. So right here we'll choose the amount of blur that will be okay to retouch this image. Okay, so for the sake of this image, this tutorial, we are using 10. Okay, 10 is okay. So as you can see, it has load. Now let's retouch this image. Okay, so this is my mixer brush up here. So I will change here to soft clean brush here. Okay, the first brush you will deactivate it and activate the second brush. Okay, here it will be on soft round brush. Okay, here make sure that your smoothness is active. Okay, turn off any other thing here. Okay, so it will be on custom. Then this your weight load mix 100. I'm using 60 60 100 60. Mix doesn't really matter. Mix can be on zero. Okay, so but if you're a beginner, use 30, 30, 30, 30. Okay, so you can as well try my settings if it will work for you. Okay, so let's retouch this image. Okay, so we are taking this image one step at a time. Okay, so we are working on the tone now, trying to mix the tone. So and when you are mixing the skin, don't mix the highlight to the shadow and don't mix the shadow to the highlights. Okay, remember guys, this is our reference picture. Okay, so we are going to achieve the skin this way. Okay, and see the way I'm brushing here is the highlight side, so I must make sure that I mix the highlights with the highlights. I'm not mixing out of this place with another side. Okay, so that is how you retouch, how you mix the skin. Okay, so if you check before after, you will notice that we've done a whole lot of work. Okay, this is before, this is after. Okay, so we are still mixing. Okay, want to mix this picture to be more beautiful than it is, and it will still be looking real. So you increase and decrease your brush size according to the particular place you want to work on, and you move according to the shape of that place. Okay, when you are working on the nose, please take it lightly with the nose so you won't damage the nose. Anything that affect the nose will affect the whole picture. Guys, remember, retouching is patience. Okay, that's why I don't usually fast forward my videos. Okay, I allow my anybody that is watching my tutorial to watch everything that I do, eh, from A to Z. Okay, so you will know that this is retouching and you will pick details. Okay, I don't hide or fast forward some area. Okay, so I believe that it's a tutorial video, so it's meant to be learned from. So it's supposed not to be that fast. Okay, so it's supposed to be one step at a time. So you can see the way I'm retouching this image. Hope you guys are following along. As you're watching, please like, share, comment, drop your thoughts, and also if you have a suggestion of the kind retouching tutorial you want to see here, please do well and drop it on comment section and I will do it. Okay guys, let's see what we have achieved so far. Before, after, before, after. As you can see guys, the picture is looking more beautiful and also realistic. Okay, so let's work on the neck. Okay guys, as you can see, this picture is looking beautiful. This is before and this is after. Before, after. This picture is looking beautiful. Okay, so we need to move on to the next. Okay, so the next thing to do here in this picture right here is to whiten the teeth. Okay, so and to whiten the teeth of this picture, I'm going to make use of the toothbrush here. Okay, in this my all-in-one retouching presets, under the matte retouch button you will get toothbrush and you will get wet lips and lipstick pack. Okay, we are making use of toothbrush. Okay, so click on the toothbrush. Okay, so it will load and give you a message on what to do. So automatically pick our brush to opacity 100, flow 100, then you paint on the teeth. Okay, to make it more white. As you can see the effects, I told you guys this all-in-one retouching pack. It contains more than like everything is there. Okay, to make your work fast and easier. Okay, so as you can see, before, after, before, after. Okay, so this is nice and beautiful. Okay, so the next thing to do here in this image is to build the skin pores, then the freckles on the face. Okay, so and to do that we create an empty layer here, so we can name it skin pores, or okay, let's name this skin pores. Okay, so we'll pick our brush, and here we are going to change it to our skin pulse brush. Okay, so if you need this my brush retouching brush pack, you can check my channel description. So this is the skin pulse here. I pick on it. Okay, so i'm going to I'm going to change the blending mode of this layer to multiply. Then here I'm going to pick color from the skin. Okay, so I pick from the darker side of the skin. Nice. So I just paint all over the skin. Okay, as you can see. So you increase and decrease the size, depends on the size you want to get, what you want to get. Okay, so take our time and paint all over the face where necessary. Okay, so let's take it to our neck a little. Okay, so guys, if you get to your satisfaction, if you get to your satisfaction, you can stop. Then you drop the opacity down to your satisfaction. Okay, you know, Photoshop is all about adjustments, okay, to what you are looking forward to get. Okay, so now the pause is okay. So the next thing to do here is to add the freckles. Okay, so in this my brush pack, I have freckles, the brush, and also the this is the brush pack right here, the brush and the PNG. Okay, so I click on the PNG. Let's try the PNG first. Okay, so I drag the PNG here. So I resize it the way I want it to be. Okay, click OK. You can see nice. I can change the opacity here to the blending mode to multiply. Okay, so I resize the way I want it. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate it, Control J, then move it to the face also as well, Control J. I move it to the neck also. So right now I'm going to be adjusting to my I get to my satisfaction. So I pick this eraser to erase it out from the place I don't want, from the places I don't want it to be. So I erase it out from the places I don't want it to be. Okay, so this is the neck on. I raise it out from here. So now you can drop your opacity to fix according to what you want to achieve. Okay, according to what you want to achieve. Okay, so you can as well, let's go. As you can see, it's looking real. Let's go and pick the freckles brush. Okay, so let's pick the freckles brush. Now yeah, we create a new empty layer. Okay, then we enter here, then let's look for our freckles brush. Okay, so this is freckles. Okay, this is freckles too. Okay, so let's pick this first one. Okay, so we paint we paint, sorry, so this is, sorry, we are on eraser tool. So this is our brush tool. Now this is the freckles. So we paint on the places we need it, we need the effect to be on. Remember, we already picked the color of the skin when we do the skin pulse. So you pick, so let's change the blending mode of this, the layer to multiply, okay? So we paint on the particular places that we actually want it to be. You can even you decrease the size and increase, depends on the size you want, okay? Okay, so let's use the eraser tool. The eraser tool, let's change the brush of the eraser tool to normal brush. We mistakenly put it on freckles, so let me remove it the place I don't want, okay? I love it on the face this way. So I decrease the opacity. I decrease the opacity. So right here, I'm okay with this. This is looking beautiful. So the next thing I will do is to create an invisible layer. Shift Control Alternative E. Okay, so this is the invisible layer right here. So let's add our skin tone. Okay, so we are using our bronze skin tone. So under this my all-in-one retouching pack, you get different skin tones here. So you see bronze skin tone. I have bronze skin tone pack also, as you can see. Va bronze, sweet bronze to golden skin. Okay, so let's let's use the bronze skin tone here. This bronze skin tone. So that's the one we use. So click continue, then you allow the skin tone to do the work for you. Nice. Okay, so if it's much, you can drop the opacity to your satisfaction. Okay, okay, so this is looking sweet. So the next thing to do right here is to add blush on the cheek. Then we will sharpen this image and also add some highlights on the skin. Okay, so in this my all-in-one retouching preset, under dodge and burn button, you will get blush there. Okay, we click on blush. You know what blush is? Okay, so we put only, let's change our brush to here to soft round brush. So we paint the blush on the cheek. You already know. So if it's much, you can decrease the opacity to your satisfaction. Okay, so the next thing to do right here is to increase this thing on her eyelid. Okay, so we're moving with cyan. I guess the color is cyan. Okay, so Control I to invert, then we paint on it to make it active more. Okay, so this is nice. Now we want to add a little highlights on the face. Okay, so under this our dodge and burn, there is this action here called glow and glamour. Okay, so click on the glow and glamour because we need to add glow on this image. Okay, so now drop the opacity of your brush to 6. Okay, so we paint on the side that we want the glow to be on. Okay, so we need the glow on these areas. Okay, as you can see the effects. Okay, take your time and add the glow, the particular place you want it to be. Okay, so this is nice. Before, after. Okay, so what I will do is to merge this. I merge this. Let's see what we have achieved so far. This is before, this is after. Nice. So let's duplicate, Control J, and take this image to camera raw filter here. So here in camera raw filter, the blacks here under lights, I take the black down a little. Okay, so the highlights here, I move it up a little. Then I move to effects here and add the texture a little. Okay, add the texture a little. Okay, this is nice. Before and after. Okay, so I move to details here and add the sharpening a little. Add the sharpening a little. Okay, so now I move to color mixer. Okay, then the red here, I move it up a little for the lipstick. Okay, for the sake of the lipstick. Okay, so this is it. I click OK, and guys, that is how we transform this amazing picture from this to this. Isn't this beautiful? From this to this. Okay, so guys, this is the end of this tutorial. If you watch this tutorial to this extent, you are a pro. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button. Okay, if you need any of the presets I use here, check my channel description. Okay, and download it so you can fasten your work and get a professional work. Okay, so I will see you guys in my next tutorial. I love you guys.